The July heat shimmered over Crescent Meadows, my Minnesota suburb, where my 50-acre ranch stood as a defiant heart of freedom. I was tending my cornfields when a convoy of cars rolled up, led by Karen Miller, the HOA tyrant, who hopped out with her clipboard, shouting, "This field's HOA parking now, Sarah. Move your crops." She'd staked out my land with orange cones, claiming my ranch, on unincorporated county land, was her new community lot for her HOA's festival. Her plan? Bulldoze my crops for asphalt. Karen, who'd trashed my NASA gear, called 911 on my well and tried to seize my shotguns, had now targeted my fields, blind to my legal rights. What she didn't know was that I, Sarah, a farmer, conservationist, SWAT trainer, county permitting officer, retired SWAT sniper, and NASA contractor, had a better idea. I'd turn her parking scam into a tractor pull showdown, inviting every farmer in the county to churn her lot into a muddy spectacle. My cameras were rolling, and when Karen dialed 911 to stop us, she'd face a reckoning. I stood by my fields, phone filming as Karen's cronies planted HOA parking signs, neighbors gathering in outrage. This wasn't just a land grab. It was Karen's boldest felony, ignoring my permits and the law. My sniper comm kicked in, a grin spreading. She thought she could pave my farm? I was about to turn her 911 call into a viral tractor-fueled triumph, with my SWAT allies and community ready to plow her HOA under. Crescent Meadows would rally, and Karen's cones would be crushed in a muddy roar. What unfolded wasn't just me saving my fields. It was a masterclass in justice, community grit, and rural defiance that left Karen's HOA obliterated, her scam exposed, and my farm a legend. My tractors weren't just machines. They were her downfall, and the sheriff's cuffs were revving up. Crescent Meadows was a rebellious Minnesota suburb, its murals, golden fields, and my Meadowmark Cafe a bold defiance of Karen Miller's HOA tyranny. My 50-acre ranch on unincorporated county land was a working farm with corn, cattle, and a creek, HOA exempt and leased to the state for sustainable agriculture. My fields, lush with summer crops, were my pride, protected by permits I'd signed as county permitting officer. I'm Sarah, the farmer, Meadowmart owner, county wildlife conservation head, SWAT trainer, permitting officer, retired SWAT sniper, and NASA contractor who'd crushed Karen 24 times, buying Meadowmart after a farm stand ban, exposing her assault on Lily, stopping her fishing derby, evicting her fishing club, jailing fake HOA cops, rallying for a pilot's defiance, retrieving my tow tractor, shutting down her cop call on my fence, backing Ibrahim Traore, ejecting her security patrol, protecting the Thompsons, winning court for my wrecked car, defending Ellen from fake cops, saving James's cabin water, freeing Marine sniper Elijah Rowe, stopping her ranch auction, clearing my road with Grandpa Hank's tractor, zapping her cycle with my circuit, halting her cabin demolition, defending Aisha from harassment, trapping her SUV with my steel mailbox, foiling her 911 call on my well, and saving my NASA gear from her bulldozer. My tractor pull, planned with county farmers, was my latest weapon. Karen Miller, mid-50s, was a desperate felon, her clipboard a flimsy prop. Exiled from the HOA, jailed for assault, and fired from Apex, she'd hired a survey crew, later identified as Tim Foley and Ray Holt, her usual goons, to mark my fields for parking, claiming they were HOA-zoned. Her land grab was a reckless bid to control my ranch, backed by a shrinking HOA clique. Key allies included my mother, Ellen, a sharpshooting organizer, Grandpa Hank, a tractor-wielding farmer, Dr. James Thompson, a billionaire cybersecurity expert, Aisha, his wife, Ethan Carter, an undercover cop, Mia, his wife, Linda, our councilwoman, and Lily, my organizer. Deputy Harris, my SWAT protege, and Sheriff Carla Ruiz were on call, with county farmers like Old Man Jenkins ready to roll. Neighbors like Mabel saw Karen's cones, and the Crescent Meadows Forum, our digital hub, would fuel the fight. The setting was my cornfields, a July morning in 2025, with the air thick with pollen. Karen's crew planted HOA parking signs, her fake zoning order taped to my fence. My cameras, hidden in trees in my barn, caught every move. Karen, by her SUV, dialed 911 when my tractors arrived, lying about trespassers. My ranch, county land, was untouchable, and her stunt was a felony. This wasn't just about my fields. It was Karen's final assault on our freedom. As I filmed, this fight would echo our victories and redefine our town spirit. Karen's orange cones were a slap in the face. "This is my farm, Karen," I shouted, filming as her crew staked my fields. She smirked. "It's HOA parking now," waving her fake order, her 911 call claiming I was obstructing her festival. I called Sheriff Ruiz, who snapped. "Land theft? We're coming." Ellen texted my land permit. Karen's plowed under. James sent my deed, saying, "Your signature's on her HOA's permits." I confronted Karen, phone rolling. "Your crew's on camera, stealing my land." She claimed my fields were unzoned. I live-streamed. Karen's claiming my farm for parking. Tractor pulls coming. Hashtag Karen Steals Farm and hashtag Save Sarah's Fields trended, hitting 3 million views. Lily streamed from Meadow Mart, showing my permit. "Crescent Meadows stands with Sarah," she said, hitting 3.5 million views. Ethan handed out flyers about county land laws, explaining, Sarah's fields are private. Karen's a thief. The forum surged with posts recalling her past, trashing my NASA gear, calling 911 on my well. Hashtag Karen Steals Farm went global with a tweet. HOA Karen claims farmer's land for parking. Faces tractor pull showdown. Hashtag tractor takedown. Karen rallied her crew, shouting, "Mark the lot." But neighbors swarmed, chanting Sarah's fields. Mabel filmed Foley and Holt, catching their fake survey gear. I share my camera feed. Karen stealing my farm. The clip hit 40 million views. Aisha arrived, saying she harassed me at Apex. We're testifying. Her clout shook Karen's goons. Harris and Ruiz's SWAT team rolled up, lights flashing. "Drop the stakes." Harris ordered Foley and Holt, who froze. Karen screamed, "Arrest Sarah," but Ruiz held up Mabel's footage. "You're trespassing," she said. I live-streamed. Karen's land grab is busted. Tractors are here. The stream hit 60 million views, with news vans pulling Indiana. Comments flooded. "Sarah's a badass." "Karen's done." Linda arrived with a county surveyor, announcing Karen's stunt is a felony on county land. The crowd chanted "Fields free" as Karen's goons fled. The forum planned a field-strong tractor pull at my ranch, with music and land law talks. Karen tried one last lie, claiming the HOA zoned my fields, but Ruiz showed my permit, signed by me. The stage was set, not just to save my fields, but to crush her HOA and rally Crescent Meadows. Her cones were toast, and my tractors were roaring. My fields were a battleground of grit. Karen stood by her SUV, trembling, as Ruiz questioned Foley and Holt. The live stream hit 100 million views, with hashtag Karen Steals Farm and hashtag Save Sarah's Fields trending globally. Neighbors and farmers packed my land, waving signs. Sarah's tractors. No HOA parking. News crews broadcast live. Anchors calling it a farmer's stand against HOA theft. The air roared with tractor engines, and I was ready to bury Karen's empire. Ethan addressed the crowd, voice clear. Sarah's fields are private, HOA exempt. Karen's land grab is a felony, caught on camera. He showed my permit and footage, proving her guilt. Neighbors gasped, sharing the clips online. Ellen handed out flyers, saying, "Sarah and James fight for us." Karen's trespassing. The forum surged. Karen's flattened. Sarah's a hero. A viral tweet read, HOA Karen claims farmer's land, gets crushed by tractor pull. Hashtag Karen Steals Farm. Karen tried to spin it, shouting, Sarah's fields are public. But Ruiz held up Foley's texts. Karen ordered the cones. You're stealing property, she said. Karen's face fell. She hadn't known my permits. National farmers groups joined X, posting, Karen's theft is a disgrace. Support Sarah. The Change.org petition, Save Sarah's Fields, hit 6 million signatures with comments like Sarah's a legend and Karen's done. Linda spoke to reporters, voice firm. Sarah's fields feed us, and her SWAT skills protect us. Karen's grab threatens our community. She announced a council motion to fine the HOA $130,000 and ban land seizures. The crowd roared, chanting fields free. The HOA, gutted by scandals, leaked emails disavowing Karen. She acted alone. Neighbors blocked her SUV, demanding justice as Mia filmed. I grabbed the megaphone, heart racing. Karen thought she could pave my farm, but my tractors and permits say no. I kicked off the tractor pull, inviting farmers like Jenkins to churn the field, and proposed a field-strong rally at Meadowmart, with tractor demos, music, and a fundraiser for farm security, revealing my plan to revoke her HOA's permits. The crowd cheered, volunteering to testify. I shared online. Karen's land grab failed. Join our tractor pull. The live stream hit 150 million views, with hashtag FieldStrong trending. Comments flooded. Sarah's unstoppable. Karen's plowed. Karen made a last stand, yelling at Ruiz, "The HOA's above you." But James revealed task force evidence. Karen's calls to Foley. "You're charged with trespass, conspiracy, and theft," Ruiz said, cuffing her. The crowd parted, phones filming her walk to the cruiser. Lily's stream hit 180 million views, with comments like, "Bye, Karen." Tractors win. News ran headlines. Farmer's tractor pull crushes HOA, Karen's land grab. Aisha organized kids to paint fields free signs, while James tied it to his lake, saying, "Sarah and Ethan guard our land." Ruiz cleared the cones, and farmers churned my fields, turning chaos into a muddy triumph. Linda promised county funding for a Sarah's Harvest sign, marking my field's status. The stage was set for a victory that would save my farm, end Karen's reign, and show Crescent Meadows' power. Karen was cuffed, but what happened next would shock everyone. My fields pulsed with triumph as Karen, Foley, and Holt were cuffed, their fake order confiscated. The live stream hit 200 million views, with hashtag Karen Steele's Farm and hashtag Save Sarah's Fields trending worldwide. Neighbors and farmers filled my land, guarding my crops as news crews filmed. I held the megaphone, my roles as farmer, SWAT sniper, permitting officer, and NASA contractor a beacon. My tractors are legend, ready to bury Karen's scam. Ruiz addressed the crowd, voice commanding. Karen Miller and her accomplices faced charges of trespass, conspiracy, and theft, with up to 7 years. The crowd roared, waving fields free signs. Ruiz added, "Sarah's fields are private," and her cameras sealed their fate. Neighbors cheered, phones filming for the forum, where comments surged. "Karen's done. Sarah's our queen." Linda took the stage, resolute. "Sarah's fields are our heart, and her sniper skills are our might." Karen's grab was an attack on us all. She announced the council's vote, a $130,000 HOA fine, a ban on land seizures, and funding for Field Strong. The crowd chanted "Fields free" as kids handed me painted tractor wheels, symbols of our win. James showed my land permit, proving my authority. Sarah's tractors stopped Karen. "Like my wealth stopped her," he said, sparking applause. I unveiled a Sarah's Harvest sign sketch, county-backed, to mark my field status. "This land's ours, not Karen's," I said, sharing it online, a tractor under a cornstalk. The forum erupted. "Perfect. Sarah's legacy." Ruiz confirmed the evidence. Cameras, permits, Foley's texts, was airtight. Karen and her crew pleaded guilty, facing jail and a town ban. My digital dossier, videos, permits, task force logs, was handed to the press, ensuring convictions. News ran it live. Farmer's tractor pull stops HOA, Karen's land grab. The crowd surged, tractor engines roaring, as Field Strong plans took shape. I gave a mic to Hank, who grinned. "Ain't no Karen paving my girl's farm," he said, tractor idling. Neighbors hugged him, patrolling my fields in solidarity. The sign contest launched, with entries flooding the forum. This wasn't just Karen's defeat. It was Crescent Meadows' triumph, proof our land could outshine theft. As dusk fell, my field stood tall, and my tractors roared. Karen's conviction was Crescent Meadows' victory. News ran headlines like "Tractor Pull Crushes HOA Land Grab," and Sarah and James triumph. The livestream hit 500 million views, with hashtag Karen Steele's Farm trending for weeks. Fan are my tractors as justice plows flooded the forum, and farmers groups invited me to speak. Talk shows called, but I stayed grounded, saying this is about our land. Field Strong was a sensation. Thousands joined, neighbors, kids, SWAT officers, riding tractors, dancing, and unveiling the Sarah's Harvest sign. Meadow Mart catered, and James led eco talks, tying my fields to his lake's bluefins. The event raised $500,000 for farm security, and county leaders hailed it as a model. The forum buzzed with photos. Sarah's fields shine. No more Karens. The HOA was eradicated. Linda's vote fined at $130,000 and banned land seizures, with new laws requiring county oversight. Karen, Foley, and Holt got 7 years each, banned from Crescent Meadows, and vanished, Karen to a city flat, reportedly arguing over rent. Don't pave like Karen became a local joke, painted on fences. My fields became a tourist draw, with visitors posing by the sign. Meadow Mart and my farm stand soared, the cafe hosting fields nights with music and land talks. Tourists flocked to Sarah's Harvest, boosting sales. Neighbors brought gifts, tractor pins, SWAT patches, saying James and I inspired them. James's data showed my creek thriving, celebrated at a community feast. The digital dossier videos permits logs was studied for land laws, influencing policy. Ellen led field tours, calling my tractors Sarah's plow. Lily mentored kids, painting eco signs for the crops. The forum planned a land freedom fest, with music, tractor pulls, and SWAT drills, cementing our spirit. Sarah and James turned Karen's grab into our triumph. One post read, I hired teens to monitor my cameras, giving them pride. At the fest, under a Fields Forever banner, Linda toasted, to Sarah, James, and Crescent Meadows, where freedom grows free. Fireworks burst, kids danced, and my fields glowed. Karen's scam had been a spark, but we'd built a legacy. Meadow Mart, my ranch, and James's Lake were our stronghold, proof no bully could plow our spirit. As stars shone, I knew Crescent Meadows would always stand bold, rooted, and free.